Rose Wiskowski, if you think that you're trying to get us into a match where either the losers, Wiskowski gets his head shaved, or you get your mask moved, or both of us get our head shaved, you must think we're crazy, Rose. We're not having anything to do with it. We had enough embarrassment 4 months ago. It's taken that long to grow this much, Rose. You've got Cortez sitting in the dressing room. You've got Volkov there. You've got Delasera there. Do you think one of them are not going to interfere? Listen here, Rose. You say you've got a plan? Well, we're awake to your plan, and we ain't going to have no bloody hair match, you hear me? Now, Rose Wiskowski, we're the tag champions of this area. If you want to meet us on Tuesday night in a championship match, that's fine with Luke and I. If you want a street fight, that's fine again. But no way are we going to put our hair on the line with all those other mugs in the dressing room. And Rose, if you don't like this photo, what the people are buying to put on their wall, you can go to hell, brother, because we all like it here, you hear me? One more thing, Rose Wiskowski. Kiwi Power has not finished yet. You still have not felt the full brunt of it, brother.
That's the Kiwis. All right. We got excited. And his army. Ed Wiskowski and Fidel Cortez. Wiskowski was pinned by Lord Jonathan Boyd for the last fall. Actually, for the first fall. The Down Under Trio. Lord Jonathan Boyd, of course, from Australia. The New Zealanders, the Kiwis from New Zealand. And they're trying to work it so that the Cuban starts. And they said, okay, you're right, it was the Playboy. They're trying to throw some confusion into him. It was Wiskowski that was pinned, and he apparently, a little groggy yet, from catching that flying knee drop. And it's Boyd right back to work. Left, right. And it's that heart hold, nerve hold. He's got a claw hold right over the chest there. Left part of the chest. Cortez gets in. Williams is going to come in. Is spotted. Now going to work on the left shoulder. The knees are up. Both knees. Miller and Williams. Little double teaming. And of course, Jonathan and the Sheepherders know how to do that. A Cuban. Cortez takes the tag. Good shot there of Butch Miller waiting for him. Setting for the whip. And went for the shoulder throw. And even the veterans with a great deal of experience and success sometimes make that mistake of going down. It looked like Miller landed on his shoulder or arm. I'm not sure. He was rolling around wildly. Came off the apron, went that 4 feet or so, down to the concrete floor. The count is up to 12, it appears, trying to read Sandy Barr's lips from this far away. Interfered, that'll stop the count again, but it got the job done. Watch out now. Coming over is Buddy Rose, working first on Miller, then on Williams. Sandy Barr has his back turned. Again. Rose stomping at him. Miller and Williams. Miller is the wrestler of record. He's the one they've got to get back in there. And he's got to kind of hold out till he can get over for a tag. Rose didn't want to go around the ring outside because Williams and Johnny Boyd are coming around different sides of the ring. And right now it's in Miller. It is Miller in a lot of trouble. He falls out and came right over the bell that time. I think there's a large stanchion there and a wood case with a bell in it, housing the bell, and I think he bounced off that. Cortez is watching Williams. Finally, Wiskowski and Rose said, hey, your man's coming in the ring. A tag. Rose is okay. You got him softened up pretty good. Kick him now. Hip throw and that head. There might be some blood flowing. I'm not sure. And working with the face lock, the Playboy, Buddy Rose. Playboy, Buddy Rose. And Williams coming in to help his partner. Wiskowski comes in. Stop to the head. And I think they have got that cut open now. He came in stomping to the forehead, diving for the tag. Miller stopped short of it. Wiskowski gets Williams. Boyd was ready for him, so he didn't get a shot on him. Wiskowski with a cradle, 1, 2, kicks out. Boyd in to help him if he didn't get it. Now Rose in again. Wiskowski out. Rose in. We want Butch. But they're crying, and that's what they mean. My God, successful to Boyd to Rose. Rose has let me out of here. The dive, a tag just short. Cortez is in. Down under boys, in trouble. In second fall action. Stop, top of the head. And again. Roundhouse right. In comes Rose. Miller nearly got over for the tag. But close, only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Watch out. Flying elbow. It throws down. Here comes Johnny. Lord Jonathan Boyd Rose goes flying out. Boyd after him. Throws him back in. Taking him out the other side. Going out after him. Back in again. And a roundhouse right, but into his corner where he can tag Fidel Cortez. Into the corner, near neutral corner. And fighting right over the bridge of the nose was Boyd on Cortez. Luke Williams in. Unloads. A right hand. Misses the elbow. Went with the flying elbow at Cortez and missed it. Missed it so much he went off his feet. Whip. And there's the clothesline. An arm straight out. And now locking him up. And the Cuban has a sleeper. We have been told that Cortez has a sleeper hold. And this would look to be it. Arm up once and down, twice, 3 times, and he's out. He is out. The second fall goes to the Army, and Williams is out of it. Watch out, Rose is coming around, and Miller is over there. Still not out of it. Gets a kick to the midsection. Rose working on Miller. And Williams out. Kick to the top of the head. And it did seem to take him out of the sleeper. The Northwest heavyweight champion, the French rocket, Ricky Martel.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm still the champion here, and I would like, before I go on further, I'd like to say thank you to the people here. I mean, they're giving me such tremendous support, and it wants me to, you know, they're always behind me, no matter if I'm down or up. I mean, and that's the kind of people I'd like to have behind me. And I'd like to say one thing. You know, I remember here months ago, Rose was here and saying I was going to hold the belts just for 10 days. Well, that was months ago, Rose. And I know you have a couple more gorillas out there after the belt, and I'm waiting for them. I can tell you I'm waiting. I'm training every day, and I know he's up to something. And I'm going to beat him to the punch because I'm training hard. That's where it counts. Because no matter what you say out here, it doesn't count what you say out here. It's what you do in the ring. It's what you have to pin the man 1, 2, 3. That's what you have to do. Not come here and talk and you fat mouth out here. That's what you have to do in the ring. So I'm waiting for you, Rose, in the ring. Anywhere, anytime. I have an open contract here. If you have any guts left, just come on.
Rick Martel. All right. You would very seriously ever doubt they don't wrestle any differently, they say. They say we're just wrestling different people. Well, apparently Lord Jonathan Boyd liked who they were wrestling, and they felt Boyd could give them a hand, strengthen their hand against this 3-man team that Rose has put together. And you've got young Emery who came in tonight. We saw him in action. Della Sera, Joe Victory, Lightfoot is looking good. Wrestling never better, so see the action. See it live when you get the chance here in the Pacific Northwest. Monday, Redmond, I hope to meet a great many of you in person. Going to go over there early on Monday, have a Monday, get a motel room, look around town a little bit, maybe go out in the country, do a little shooting. Watch out, Williams caught by the Cuban outside the ring. Remember, it was Williams, Luke Williams, who was put out with the sleeper. A stomp to his head seemed to bring him out of it. That was an extracurricular shot, that stomp by Wiskowski. So it's a fall apiece. Got a couple shots to the neck now. And he's being choked more on that bottom rope by Rose. The Cuban working on Williams. outside the ring. Offering to meet Rose single match anytime. And of course, all kind of challenges flying around here in this tag team 2- and 3-man tag match activity. A headlock put on by Rose, catches one for the. So Wiskowski checks in. Going with a headlock, working on the
9 minutes.
It's where that sleeper does its work. Williams gets out of Wiskowski's grasp. Trying to tag out. He says, I can't see. Where's somebody take my tag? Luke fell into the Army's corner. Trying to get over for the tag. He put the Cuban down. But Cortez is able to stop him before he can get there. Cortez put the sleeper on Williams to win the second fall and even this one up. Williams swings on the Cuban but falls back in the enemy corner.
8 minutes remaining.
Now we are going to keep it here right to the end of the show. So stay with us. Don't go to the icebox for anything. One. That's all. Face lock from behind. And then all of these holds are working on the neck. And that pain has got to be excruciating by this time to Williams. Williams making a little headway, in this case footway, toward his corner. Luke Williams trying to get over to where he can make a tag. Watch out, here comes Wiskowski around. He clipped, in football parlance, clipped Miller. Got him behind the knee.
7 minutes.
Trying to get the touch and does. Here comes Johnny again. Boyd with a flying shoulder and got caught with a knee. Right in the sternum. Rose whipped hard, but got his knee up in. Rose caught Jonathan Boyd. Lord Jonathan Boyd, for the first time as I can recall tonight, he personally in trouble. Lord Jonathan Boyd. Caught in a leg lock. Now it's a claw hold. A claw hold right in the abdomen. Wiskowski's knocked off it. He tags the Cuban Cortez. And Cortez in, and he goes to the claw hold. Takedown.
5 minutes.
On the mat. Boyd over to tag out, makes it. Williams comes in. Catches Rose with a whip and then a shoulder throw. And a body slam. Off the rope. And a flying knee drop by Williams misses. And he jammed that arm down into the mat. Trying to get over for the tag and makes it. Miller is in. Miller catching Rose to the midsection. And an elbow drop. This could be it. 1, 2, and Cortez is in to save it. Boyd chasing Cortez around ringside. Wiskowski knocked out of the
4 minutes.
Miller on Rose. And Cortez heading for the dressing room. And Boyd after him. Ed Wiskowski is going around the corner. He's coming in from behind. He's got the victory roll. The victory wrap-up. Was it a count of 3? Was it a count of 3? It was. Wiskowski made the pin. I thought Rose was the wrestler in the ring. I thought Rose, not Jonathan Boyd, having chased Cortez to the dressing room. And in the excitement, I think, yes, in the excitement, apparently Sandy Barr did not notice. He said, I didn't even see Wiskowski with the wig on, but that apparently did happen. I missed it too.
In 7 minutes and 12 seconds,
Wiskowski,
winner of the third,
the wig,
following the match,
put it on his head.
Buddy Rose, Ed Wiskowski, and Fidel Cortez.
And I've got to tell you that I guess I can understand Sandy Barr having the problem because I missed it myself. At any rate, Sandy Barr gave them the tag, or gave them the pin, and the pin was the third. Now the Down Under team up to talk to us.
Okay, Rose Wiskowski, we had Johnny Boyd out there, and Johnny Boyd did his job. He took Cortez out. Yeah. Okay, Rose. What's going to stop Cortez, or what's going to stop Volkov interfering? And the same thing that happened tonight happened on Tuesday night. All the time Rose has been using that mask. He's been using it in every town. He's been using it since he had his head shaved. That mask has become a potent weapon. And I can assure you, we're going to get rid of that on Tuesday night for good.
Don Owen is up here apparently with something to say.
Are you going to accept that hair match?
We want that hair match. Certainly I'm going to have that hair match, Don Owens.
I'll tell you what, there's been too much interfering with these bouts.
Right.
And out there when Roddy Piper met Playboy Buddy Rose, I put the cage around the ring so there was no interference, and Rose got his head shaved. So if you're going to have this match, I think the thing we should do is put the cage around, and then we don't have any match. They can't get away now, Frank. They can't get away. Volkov. The Cuban.
Okay, Rose, did you hear that? We've got you this Tuesday night in a hair match. If you lose, Wiskowski and gets his head shaved, you get that ridiculous mask thrown in the garbage can for good. If we lose, Rose, we get our head shaved. And Don Owens has put a big cage right around the ring. That way, Cortez and Volkov cannot get in. And you cannot escape us this time, Rose. Tuesday night, Butch. Tuesday night. People of Portland, Tuesday night, one of you are going to own the mask. And Tuesday night, one of you are going to own the locks of Ed Wiskowski's head.
The cage, and anything goes.
This one This one's for you, Portland.
The cage, and anything goes.
This one's for you, Portland.
Salem last Thursday, it looks like he had the back was injured some. We see that he's taped up either the ribs or that portion of the back, that lower left side of the back. He was treated pretty brutally by Rose and Wiskowski, as was Martel. They break clean. They were thinking about it, at least Piper was. And the Kangaroo said, no, you don't want to do that. Top wrist lock, Piper. Using it on the Kangaroo, Jonathan Boyd. Now Boyd getting it almost reversed. Is he going to get it reversed? Back up on top again. And a takedown by Boyd. Just as quickly. Piper goes to the head scissors on Johnny Boyd. Piper using the scissors. Johnny Boyd bridging against it. Now coming around the other side and flipping out of it. Nip up as he escapes from the scissors. Wrestlers lock up. Pretty good crowd after all. A few people coming in after 8:30. Boyd with a good move. For the takedown. Piper is going to move. Shoulder throw. As we're seeing both men, Lord Jonathan Boyd, Roddy Piper, making some moves. Fake up. Go low for the leg dive. Piper gets the hold on Boyd. Boyd laying a couple of kicks with the flat of his boot in between the shoulder blades, and those can be effective. Boyd getting the break with it and saying something to the effect. It sounded like, I got to do what I got to do. Sort of a halfway apology for kicking, but absolutely legal, of course, when it's with the flat of the boot. Oh, flying tackle. Piper goes down hard. Piper's got that back tape. Took that punishment, got it down at Salem last Thursday. Was carried out of the ring into the dressing room. Had to be helped to his automobile. Body scissors on Piper. Piper turned around. Now we'll try to get Boyd pinned, or may unload with the right hand. He does. He unloads. The Boyd, watch out. Here we go. Things heated up a little bit. Savage in between, trying to calm him down, just tell him, let's just wrestle. Boyd shot to the midsection and a right cross. You remember back the way they used to wrestle, they both got a bag of tricks. Judo chop on the ropes by Piper.
7 minutes gone.
And watch out, things are heating up at the sports arena. Shot to the midsection. A headbutt by Boyd. As Roddy Piper in some trouble in the corner, the near neutral corner. Boyd showed a little concern before the match for Piper and is taped back. But things are different now. They've changed, and it is all-out war at this point. Remember, losers share and the winners share that first. Piper coming back to the midsection, then the back of the head. Plus pride. A double P's of wrestling, pay and pride. Boyd outside the ring, walking it off. Boyd coming back to the midsection. And a right hand. Things are rough in that squared circle right now. And into, bouncing off of the ropes, Piper as he took a big right hand from Kangaroo Jonathan Boyd. And the crowd pretty much behind Piper.
3 minutes remaining.
Savage trying to get Boyd stay within the rules. Boyd saying something, I think, hey, look, this turned into a battle, just let us go. Underneath and to a bear hug. And, of course, that's got to be very, very painful due to that back injury. It's painful anyway, but when you've injured the back, it is particularly painful. And I repeat that he got that injury down at Salem in the cage after the match. Piper was refereeing. Martel came to his aid. Martel got blindsided. And Wiskowski and Rose really
2 minutes remaining.
Using the coal miner's glove to do it. Piper carried from the ring. Martel helped from the ring. Boyd now taking roundhouse rights and a knee lift from Piper. Piper goes upstairs. The whip into the ropes. Catches him with a shoulder throw. Piper kicked off as he tries to come in on Boyd. Boyd with the whip. And the elbow. Stuck that elbow right to the point of the chin. Body press 1, 2, almost 3. The hand was on the way down. A headbutt. We've seen a Kangaroo use this occasionally. He's used 2 of them already in this match tonight. Double thumb gouge.
1 minute.
Right hand. All by Piper. The whip. And just a right cross. Nothing more. Covers him with a body press. 1, 2, and almost. The hand actually did hit the mat. To the eyes again, knee to the side of the head, punch to the side of the head, all by the Kangaroo on the Scotsman.
30 seconds.
Now, into the corner, turnbuckle treatment, near neutral corner. And a headbutt by Piper. It drops Boyd, but Piper also went to the seat of his trunks on the mat. They're just trading blows now, and they are still swinging. The bell has rung. Savage trying to move in without catching one of those blows. The bell has rung. It'll be a time limit draw, but we don't know about the match. Will be a draw, all even. The relationship between Boyd and Piper. Savage trying to get him over to shake hands. Piper is out of the ring heading for the dressing room, so there will be no good show of sportsmanship. There is a little heated disagreement between the two, talking about Piper and the Kangaroo. They lost the hair Tuesday here at the Portland Sports Arena, but they showed up everywhere, and they've showed up here again tonight. The Kiwis.
Whoa! Well, Frank, we're up here tonight on a not a very happy note as far as Luke and I are concerned, because tonight is going to be Luke and I's last night in the Northwest for quite some time. It's come a time, Frank, when everybody's got to go home to their homeland, when everybody gets the call from home, come home, son. And everybody gets that call, and you've got to go home and get your things together again. Well, Frank, we've got a lot of work to do on our farm, and we've got a lot of straightening up of business. And over the last couple of months, we really appreciate the support and the help that all the people of Portland, all the people of Oregon and Washington, and how they have got behind us in our really bloody feud with Buddy Rose and Ed Wiskowski. I can assure you people, the feud isn't over. Just because we're leaving tonight, Rose, don't think you'll let off the hook, baby. We're coming back, like General MacArthur said, we shall return. Frank, we've had some mighty battles in here, especially over the last couple of months. And we've lost some big ones, but we've won some big ones. We lost to Loser League Town in Medford. We lost to Loser League Town in Seattle. And of course, Tuesday night, the most embarrassing thing happened again. We lost our hair. But Rose and Wiskowski, we've had many more matches. We had glove matches, street fights, and belt matches, championship matches, and we won those. So I think it's about 50-50, brother. So once again, tonight we're going out there, we're going to defend our belts, and we're going to try to leave this territory proud. We're going to try to leave this...
Jonathan Boyd. Yes, Frank. First of all, I got to say it's really good to be back in the Northwest. As I told everybody that come up to me on the street or anybody, I'm back here to kick some behind, and whoever the promoters want to put in that ring, I intend kicking their behind. But some behinds are a little bit harder to kick, just like Piper's was tonight. And I must admit, if I had to choose a partner here in the Northwest, I'd have to lean towards Piper, because I think I'm probably the toughest wrestler in the business today. And after being in there with Piper, I think we're a little bit like this. So Piper, thank you for a good match. I am very glad to get in the ring with you anytime, any place, anywhere. But the one butt that I would really like to kick is that Buddy Rose, and that's one of the main reasons I came back here. The fans of the Northwest do not have to worry. Rose, you've been coming out here with a wig on. I have my doubts when a man puts a wig on. Hey, Rose, I don't know what's got into you. You're wearing a mask. I must say, it improves your looks.
But your looks are going to get really bad, my friend, because somewhere along the line, the matchmakers are going to put me in with you or Ed Wiskowski, and your faces aren't going to be worth looking at. Frank, I just want everybody to know that I'm here in the Northwest to stay, whether it's Washington, Oregon. There's nobody going to kick me out. Buddy Rose says that I'm a cat with 9 lives. Well, when you're in that ring with me, Rose, you're going to think you're in there with 9 wrestlers. Now, I'm going to be in Salem. I'm going to be in Eugene, especially Eugene, for one reason. I want to see Martel kick Ed Wiskowski's butt. So I'm going to be down there. Just look for me in every town of the Northwest, because the Royal Kangaroo, Lord Jonathan Boyd, is back here to hop all over everyone.
Well, I think he made it pretty clear what he was saying. I don't have to do any explaining.
You know, a girl came up to me the other day and presented me with this shirt. And on the shirt is a picture of J.R. Ewing. Now, this girl comes up to me and says, "You remind me of J.R. Ewing." I says, "Let me correct you. J.R. Ewing reminds you of Buddy Rose." She says, "You know, you're right." Just a little recap of the past. You know, they're always trying to get J.R. Ewing in the show Dallas, right? They're always trying to get him. He's a multi-million-dollar man in the oil business. And they're always trying to get J.R. Ewing because he always seems to get his way. He always manipulates his partners, his business partners. He manipulates his family. He manipulates his father. Well, I'm the same way. I manipulate the wrestlers. I manipulate the promotion. I manipulate everybody, the fans. You know, like I'm trying to say, J.R. Ewing will get himself in a problem. What does he do? Thinks of a few little things, brings out a few bucks, buys his way out of his problems, or else outsmarts the other person. That's exactly what I do. I bring out the bucks, buy my way out, or I outsmart or manipulate that person. What I'm trying to say is, everybody's trying to get me. Nobody is going to stop the Playboy when it comes to the big matches. My partner, Ed Wiskowski, is not here tonight. You know, such stars that we are, the names that we have made of ourselves, the reputation that we have to travel. Wiskowski is down in San Francisco tonight, defending his United States Heavyweight Championship. He has to make these dates. When you're the U.S. champion, you have to do it. I am here to show you people, nobody is going to stop me. Johnny Boyd, that includes you, Piper, Martel, Savage, the list goes on. I'm still standing there and still got my hair. And the sheep herders, the only reason they're leaving is because they're quitters. The sheep herders are quitters, and they couldn't stand the punishment you were getting from Wiskowski and I.
That's the Playboy, Buddy Rose.
Thank you very much, Frank, for a most joyful year in the Northwest Pacific. And most of all, thank you, people of Oregon and Washington, for support that you've shown us like tonight. You have shown us for the last couple of months. We feel so proud to be leaving the Northwest as still the current tag champions. There's one more thing I'd like to do before we leave. I know that you people love these belts as much as Luke and I love them. And I know there's 2 people in this territory who are men enough, who have the courage and who have the guts to protect them. We want to hand these belts to Roddy Piper and Rick Martel.
Rose is up here. Well, we'll have to see.
That's bull crap. Ed Wiskowski and I should have those belts. Those should be our belts. We should be the champions. We got their heads shaved. Their heads are shaved because we beat them. We should have the belts handed to us right now. Those should be our belts.
Martel and Piper are up to join us. There they are, given over to Piper and Martel by the current champions.
Let me tell you something. That's a nice thing. That's a nice thing for a couple of champions to do. But we don't need no belts handed to us or no silver platters, brother, because I'll tell you one thing. I don't want nothing that I can't earn. But let me tell you something. I don't need no belts handed to me. They should be our belts, Wiskowski and mine.
Why don't you fight for it, man? If you have any guts, why don't you fight for it?
Yeah, let's just put the belts. Wait. I'll tell you what. Just the next available date right here. We'll just put these belts up next Saturday, Jack, and instead of just being a little sissy like you are and wanting to get them for nothing, let's just fight for them, and we'll just see who the fucking general is. You see your ribs? You see your ribs? You know what happened in Salem? You got it from Wiskowski. You're not even in shape to be a champion. You can tell by the ribs. By this time next Saturday, brother, my ribs are just gonna be hunky-dory.
Well, it's broken loose again. But usually, we might need some help up here at the dressing room.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Frank, I'll tell you, everybody, we might have to finish what they started, and we're going to finish next Saturday night, brother. I swear to God. Hey, when we're going to be through with them, they're not going to leave town. They're going to run out of town, brother.
You just go ahead, Buddy Rose, because I'm damn you, Gary. You took that coal miner's glove, and you hit me in my ribs, and now you're trying to ruin me. Well, let me tell you something, Rose. You're going to have to kill me if you want to keep me down. We're going to go for them damn belts. I hear you up here. I hear you up.
The Prince and the Playboy.
The sheep herders are gone. We ran the sheep herders out. Now it's 2 down and 2 to go. We are going to run Rick Martel and Roddy Piper out of the Northwest. Rick Martel is the singles champion. I have challenged him to a no disqualification match. The reason being, every time I have a title match with Martel, whether it be Portland or anywhere, the man screams throughout the whole match, disqualify him, ref. You don't hear him, but I hear him. Disqualify him, ref. Disqualify him. The ref eventually disqualifies me and gives the belt back to Little Ricky. Rick Martel, you're a cheap champion. You're a woman champion. That's the kind of champion you have to be, represent. Fine. I want to know disqualification. I want to hear you publicly accept it for your championship. Are you going to cry again to Donald and say, no, I don't want to do it? But the sheep herders are gone. Now what are we going to do?
Well, first of all, I know what you mean myself. I've had 2 separate title matches with Ricky Martel. Both times, he's screaming for the referee. I don't think he'll ever accept a no disqualification clause in any time that he'd have to meet you or me. But, like you said, the sheep herders are gone, and that leaves 2 people left. And then again, we totally control the Northwest. That being Martel and Piper. And I believe that after this title match tonight, they'll be on their way because they will no longer have the belts.
What we're trying to say is, it's not just beating the wrestlers that counts nowadays. It's who can hurt who. Johnny Boyd comes up here saying he's going to kick some behinds. Boyd, you've got to prove yourself before you get this body in the ring. And I'll tell you something else. The sheep herders, I told you a month ago we'd get rid of them. We got rid of the sheep herders. Now we are going to get rid of Rick Martel and Roddy Piper. You can mark my word. J.R. Ewing goes on and he says, I will get rid of that man somehow. I'll get him out of the oil business somehow. Well, nobody believes him, but eventually he does it. Well, you better start believing what we say, because you're going to see Martel and Piper not too much longer, because they're going bye-bye. Nobody's running Wiskowski and Rose out. We are here because we are making the big bucks. We are here to stay, and we are here to continue to make that money, make them women, make everything that happens in here. This is our area. This is the West Coast. Belongs to Rose and Wiskowski. We own it, baby. Right?
The Prince and the Playboy. Sorry, I was crowd watching here and got mixed up. Ed Wiskowski getting flowers, and that's Buddy Rose also, which is unusual for them to get them. The team they're going against, Piper and Martel, for the title tonight, the vacated title. I tell you, the florists are really picking up business on pro wrestling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bouquets of flowers. Buddy Rose got flowers from one girl who also gave them to Rick Martel.
The next event be the best 2 out of 3 falls are to a TV time limit for the Northwest Team Championship, left vacant when the sheepherders were called home to New Zealand. Now, both Rose and Wiskowski claim since they shared the sheepherders that they should be recognized as the Northwest Team Champion. But we thought it was more fair if we give Martel and Piper the same opportunity that these guys have. So neither side is the champions. Whoever wins the match will be the Northwest Team Champion. Now, introducing in this corner the team of Big Ed Wiskowski and Playboy Buddy Rose.
Your next tag team champions.
Their opponents in here, one of the hottest teams in the nation, Ricky Martel and Roddy Piper.
Well, never before, and it's something like 14, 15 years.
We are the former World Tag Team Champions. We're taking the belts tonight.
And
So
Playboy
many
Buddy Rose
screeches.
wants to meet Ricky Martel in a no disqualification match Tuesday night for the Northwest Individual Championship.
Dandy Sandy Bar, colorful tonight, looks like a popsicle. There's blue and yellow and red. And those flashy red pants. Dandy Sandy is indeed dandy tonight. Going over the rules, and this could be a classic tag team championship. Rick Martel and Roddy Piper against the Prince and the Playboy, Ed Wiskowski and Buddy Rose. Now the bouquets of flowers have been taken back to the dressing rooms. The outfits have been taken off, the costumes, if you will. Buddy Rose retains that mask in which he has had a wig sewn since he lost his hair in the hair match to Roddy Piper. Piper got out of the way. Buddy Rose caught the punch of Ed Wiskowski. Rose down on the concrete again. Piper roaring to an opening here in this match. Whip, and Piper put his head down, got caught with a kick. Victory roll, 1, 2, and almost. Piper nearly had him. Rose tags in, and so does Martel. Rick Martel's shoulder throw on Rose. Going after him downstairs, elbow smash, top of the head. Body slam. Covered with the body press, 1, 2, and he kicks out of it. Martel, side headlock on Rose, grinding down on her. The crowd counting him out. Piper waiting for Rose to get up. And he grinds down with the side headlock. That pops him. And a drop kick. Rose down on the floor of the sports arena again. Rose wants a timeout, and of course, pro wrestling rules don't allow for that. Flying mare, both feet in the face. You'll be able to see Ricky and Piper on at Tom Peterson's tomorrow. We'll tell you more on that the next opportunity we get. After this first fall, remember, we'll tell you again where wrestling's coming up. Piper ran into the knee of Rose. Rose is able to tag out. Piper not able to. Couldn't get to his partner. Back. Remember, he injured that a week ago in Salem. Piper was, and Martel for that matter, were blindsided, were brutally beaten by Rose and Wiskowski, and in that night, the back was hurting that left side of the back with Piper. And that's what Wiskowski's working on. Piper trying to make his way out of it. Trying to get over for the tag. Rose is coming around. Catches Martel from behind. Almost the tag. Now in a body scissors.
Gone.
Ed Wiskowski with the body scissors on Piper. This is another hold that can put the strain on that back. Trying to get squared away and turn frontwise. Piper now trying to get over for the tag. Wiskowski holding him back. Piper edging closer. Nearly there for the tag. Just inches away. Piper trying to get the tag. Trying to get out of there. He's got to keep one hand on that turnbuckle. Boyd in to interfere. Rather thinking of Boyd. I think you got to think of him in every situation. Rose started in. Still no tag. Piper swinging away. Wiskowski able to bring him back toward his own corner and tag. Rose will come in. They double team on the switch. And Rose catches Piper in a body scissors. Rose has Piper in a body scissors. About in the center of the ring. Piper trying to get out of there, trying to get some recuperation time. Martel in to help his partner. The tag, Wiskowski in and hauled away. Piper goes underneath the legs. He's cut off by Wiskowski. Blindsided. Piper lays one on Rose, then gets Wiskowski. Dives for the tag and missed it. Wiskowski tags out, Rose in. Rolling around for the tag and makes it. Rose says, wait a minute, I didn't want Martel. A whip, far neutral corner. Martel lays one on Wiskowski, who's coming in. Again, Wiskowski then back to Rose. Turnbuckle treatment. Hip throw. Drop kick. Another drop kick. Martel. And with a flying head scissors, the takedown and the pin. Martel with another sensational move. Well, first leg up on the championship.
In 8 minutes.
The team of Piper and Martel.
Seconds. Winner the first ball, Martel and Piper.
Okay, we are going to show you the towns. Martel has a couple other things to think about. Rick?
Yes, thank you. You know, Buddy Rose, the man that manipulates everybody, the man behind the machines is the man that said I was going to hold the title just for 10 days. He's challenging me to a no disqualification match for the title. Well, I would say one thing. I knew you were going to come around. I knew that you were going to send some people after me for that title, but they couldn't do it, Rose. So now you found enough guts to come after me, asking me for the no disqualification match. Well, I'll tell you, I'll accept the match, Rose, because one thing, you've been here and talking plenty, but all you've got now in your hands is words. You don't have no title. You don't have... Tonight, Roddy and I are going to go there, and we got one more fall to take that tag team title, and we're going to take it, brother. And next week, Tuesday or Saturday, anytime, brother, a no disqualification match against me. That's what I want. Don't forget one thing. It might be no disqualification for you, but it's also no disqualification for me. And he's been saying that that's my thing. When I'm in there, I can't beat him legally. I just did. And I'm going to do it again for the title, brother. I can tell you that.
Rick Martel. The first ball is a very popular team and sensational, must be admitted. Wiskowski trying to start for his team, and I'm sure that you know very well after this much time, it's the wrestler that was involved in the previous fall must start in the next fall, and contact must be made against his opponent before he can tag out. Martel gets Wiskowski and Rose in their corner, bangs the head together. The elbow drop, we might have, no. We might have two straight here in quick order. Rose, not that easy to put away. Catches a flying tackle and goes down. Martel across him. Gets him with a backslide. 1, 2, and Rose is able to twist out of it. He got an arm loose. But he thought he had that one. Wiskowski now in with Martel. Body slam. Wiskowski, 270-some pounds, hitting the mat hard. Martel pinned Rose for the first fall. This is for the vacated Northwest Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. 1. Martel and his shoulders turned to the mat. The Sheepherders were left victorious. They beat the Cuban and the Russian last week in defense of their tag team championship. They wanted to give the title. It was their intention to give the title to Martel and Piper, but it was ruled that they could not accept it. So as part of a tournament, and this has just been decided to be the title match. Rose is in on the tag. Martel did not see it. Blocks the punch. Side headlock on Rose. Rose lifts him, drops him to the mat, but Martel keeps the hold. Takes him right to the blue canvas with him. Rose going to the hair, trying to pull Martel off. Martel refuses to let go of the hold. And you see what some of the crowd's yelling about. Rose went to the trunks of the French Rocket, Rick Martel. Using a little trickery of their own, Piper got Wiskowski all the way over on the other side of the ring, got Sandy Barr's attention diverted, then faked the tag and changed partners. Martel out, Piper in with the side headlock on Rose. Piper over. Tags Martel. Rose never saw the tag. Went to throw a punch, and it stopped, looked around, and there's the French Rocket. Martel flipping out of it into the corner. Drop kick, and Rose got out of the way. Martel landed hard. Remember, this is for the title.
5 minutes
These two
gone.
teams will come out of here with the title, or at least they should. Now, there's a ruling that the title cannot change hands on the disqualification, but I wonder if one can be awarded. That rule does not actually say this is not a changing of the hands. Body slam. Wiskowski on Martel. Count of 1 is all that he can get. And it's a body lock. Bear hug. Wiskowski on Martel. And they are in the Wiskowski-Rose corner, awfully near it. If Martel is to break this and get out for a tag, he's going to have to get clear across the ring. And there's the danger of some double teaming there with Rose and Wiskowski. The tag, and they double team on the switch. Now Rose is in. And a suplex carry. A backbreaker or suplex carry. Rose has Martel. Drops him on the turnbuckle. They tag, and let's see what they do on the tag. They exchange. He's in that backbreaker carry. Wiskowski. Piper in. He's being chased out. Martel gets off his back. Rose literally gets off his back. And it's a bear hug by Wiskowski on Martel. Jumping on the bottom rope, and it popped off. Rose jumped on the rope over there in the bottom turnbuckle, came right off. Maybe have broken it. I think he did. He broke that turnbuckle. Trying to get the long piece of steel out of there now. Now everybody's in. Piper gets nailed one by Wiskowski. Piper chased out of the ring. And he takes him into the ropes. And a backbreaker again. Backbreaker on the knees. Vaulting Martel into the ropes. This is a favorite move of Rose's and one that deals out a lot of punishment, but Martel makes it up to his feet and then drops the knee in on Rose. Rose is stung. Martel is groggy. Martel tries to go for his corner. Bangs ahead of Rose into the canvas. Rose lays one on Piper, and Piper comes in, 1-2, and saves a fall there, I'm sure. Piper being sent out again and uses the turnbuckle. Uses the turnbuckle while Sandy Barr wasn't looking. Rick is caught in that bear hug, the body lock by Wiskowski, and he looks like he's got to be near the point of not being able to take any more of this. 1-2, and he gets his shoulder up. He's down on the mat, still in the body lock. He's coming up on top. He could possibly get Wiskowski underneath there and get his shoulders down. And outside interference, Wiskowski is ordered off the hold. Now working on the small of the back. And a sit-out backbreaker. Up in the air and coming down hard on the knee of Wiskowski. He's rolled over 1, 2, and pulled off by Piper. That's the second time. I'm relatively sure there would have been a pin on Martel if Piper wouldn't have saved him. Leapfrog by Martel. He goes behind, comes back, but is caught in a backbreaker. The inside-out backbreaker. 1, 2, and 3. This match is all even. The match all even. Piper, Martel are defeated, but they won the first fall, so it's a fall apiece. Third and deciding fall coming up after this timeout.
30 seconds. Winner of the second fall, Buddy Rose and Ed Wiskowski.
Frank, wrestling is starting to change all over the world. It's getting a little rougher. Men have to be a little fitter. You don't see so many fat slobs in the business like in the past, like that Ripper Collins and people like that. But the new era is bringing the armies into being. Here's Rose. He has what he calls his army. I came back here more or less to try to help the sheepherders out and join their army a little bit, and they go and leave. It just, you just can't rely on anybody but yourself. Lonnie Main once was here, and he used to call himself a one-man gang. Well, I'm giving notice to every bloody wrestler in the Northwest that I'm going to be a one-man army. Hey, I don't need anybody to get in that ring and do what I do best. I kick butt, and that's all there is about it. Rose, when I came up here, I'm talking to you because you're supposed to be the general of this stupid bloody army. I came up here, the first thing I did, I went to the matchmakers, and I signed 30 open contracts. And I don't see one of your army's name on any of them. What's the matter, Rose? Are you scared of this one-man army? You've even got a Cuban here. Why don't you put his name on an upcoming contract with me? I want the people to see that I not only can get in there with the so-called good guys and beat them, that I can get in there with any one of your army, even you, General, and I can kick your butt any time I want. I'm getting real fed up. And Rose, this is a warning. This is a big warning to you, my friend. If I don't start seeing names on those open contracts in the near future, I won't need a contract to knock on your front door and kick your butt in your living room. That's a warning. Hey, you got to climb a ladder anywhere you go to get to the top. Why don't you let the Cuban be the first step? Then you can let anybody else be the second, working up to your Lieutenant Wiskowski, and then the two generals will lock arms, and there'll be one commander left, one general in the Northwest, and his name will be Lord Jonathan Boyd.
Well, I think he made everything he had to say very clear. I hope that Tom and I do. Fall apiece. The Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championships up for grabs right here and now. They lock up center of the ring, and right away they go to work on Martel's back. That's where they were hurting him in the previous fall. That's how they got the pin. Did that inside backbreaker right to the small of the back. Wiskowski in. Suplex drop coming up. He cannot get him up. Martel going for the same thing, and he gets it. Suplex drop. With that sore back, Martel landed. And Rose is going to be sent out. He's going for the suplex drop. No, he's being allowed now because he got all the way over there. He's close enough for the tag. Ruled that he tagged him going in. Rose is suplexed up by Martel.
7 minutes remaining.
Side headlock. And dropped again is Rose. But Martel is not getting any nearer his corner, and he's going to have to get out of there. I don't think he can finish off either Rose or Wiskowski. He staggered both of them and does again. Roundhouse right on Wiskowski. Blocks a right hand by Wiskowski and returns one of his own. Swinging away, but it's tough to get off those ropes. Each time he swings or kicks, he falls back in the ropes in the near neutral corner. Trying now to get over a tag. Piper coming around, cannot get the tag. Rose taking the tag from Wiskowski, comes in. Kick to the midsection on Rose. Roundhouse right. Dives for the tag, and here comes Piper.
6 minutes.
Watch out, Katie, bar the door. Literally raining blows on Rose. Brings him out with a hip throw. Knee lift. Wiskowski tags in. Piper's ready for him. Knee lift. It goes sailing. Between the ropes, and Wiskowski's out on the floor. Rose knocked out by Piper. Knocked out or down on the concrete floor. We're going to keep it here. And they double team. A catapult into Rose. Rose with a shoulder throw, putting Piper out of the ring down on the cement floor. And Rose getting it from Martel, but Wiskowski's working on Piper outside the ring. The count is on Piper now. He's a Martel on this side of the ring, working on taking that mask off. Piper up, working on Martel. But it's all out of the ring. We may have a no contest here and have to do it all over again. Everybody's going to get counted out of that ring if somebody doesn't get back in. They did. Now Sandy Barr out. Sandy Barr breaking up Piper and Wiskowski. I think we're going to have to do it all over again, folks. It'll be a no contest. Rose is taken hard into the ring post. And Piper trying to get him. Again, he stopped short. Piper hit the ring post. And the sleeper. Martel has his sleeper. A double sleeper. Martel and Piper both have sleepers, but the bell has rung. Dutch Savage is out to lend a hand. Rose grabs the belts. Throws one at Wiskowski, but Savage gets that. Now Martel wants to take it from Barr. Martel wants the championship belt. No, he just wants to use it to lay it. Swings at Wiskowski. Wiskowski's going to get out of there. So each team has one belt. They're coming up here, so maybe we'll get the cameras back. And Savage dumped on his keister.
I counted both men out of the ring to the count of 20, therefore I have to call it no contest. I'm going to hold the belts.
You're the champion!
That ruling a no contest. The ruling is a no contest. We have one of the teams up here with us. A Playboy and a Prince.
Give us the belts! We won! We got half. The other half is rightfully ours. And I demand that you return it right now, because we won. We are the champions. We get the title. They're the first ones to go out. Yes, they were the first ones to go out, but the count started when you took over on him and you never came back in the ring. You had the chance to come in at 20, the same as he did. I'm holding them up. No contest. We're the champions! We're the champions! Don Owens! Don Owens! Don Owens, come up here! We ain't gonna let this thing just stop just like that, brother. We got us to fight the finish. Now let's just go back in there and finish it.
Let me tell you guys something. Hey, I put this match on tonight to determine who the Northwest champions is. Now, there was no decision or nothing on this, and I'm sick of it. I'm going to change Martel. You can defend the title against Rose next Saturday. I'm setting that match back. And Tuesday night, I'm going to put you back in there. One fall to a finish, no time limit, no disqualification. I'm going to put 6 guards around there so that you stay in the ring until one guy is beat.
This is part of the job that I never have cared for. What's up? Savage getting it from behind. Well, the officials, Savage and Barr, have the belts.
I'll tell you what then, Don Owens. You go ahead and you put all the wrestlers around the ring, and all you people, you be around the ring, and we'll keep it in there, brother. And then we're gonna cap your face and lift your teeth a little for you.
Piper and Martel. Incidentally, if I had not reported it to you, in that shot for the championship on Tuesday, Martel and Piper won the tag team championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this championship match is on television at this early is at the request of our 2 chief sponsors of these matches, and you all know who they are. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be seeing any wrestling out on the air at all around here. So, in behalf of them, because they have asked for this, that is the reason why we're putting it on this early. It'll be for the Northwest Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, 248 pounds, Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, the defending title holder from France, Ricky Martel. Now this bout will be the best 2 out of 3 falls, and there's no disqualification. There's no disqualification.
A no DQ rule on a championship match, highly unusual. But it was set and is set, and that's the situation. The Dutchman spelling it out the way he wants the match to go. Buddy Rose wearing that mask with a wig in it, and that wig has taken some wear and tear since he first put it on. Somebody's got Buddy Rose. More bounce to the ounce or something. I couldn't quite make it out, tell you the truth. We got 100 or so of the Milwaukee Elks here to see one of their fellow members in action later on tonight. Talking about Tough Tony Bourne. Right now it is championship action in the ring. Flying mare on Martel. Sent out to a head scissors by Rose. Channel 13, Tacoma, Seattle area. KCPQ going to be carrying big time wrestling. You folks that watch us up that direction. That Bend visit, incidentally, is August 24th, a Sunday, outside at the ballpark. An escape and a reversal to a figure 4. Figure 4 leg lock. Rick Martel, the French Rocket. What a sensational wrestler he has turned out to be. Many are saying that this Rip Oliver has come to the area with sort of a vendetta plan for Piper and Martel, thinking that's the best way he can get ahead in the wrestling world, shoot for the guys on the top. I tell you, Oliver in his debut against Martino looked impressive. Rose outside the ring. Martino after him, chasing him in the ring. Remember, this thing's going to get wilder as we go along. There's no DQ. Martel not being careful. And he's coming back. Levers one to the midsection. Out of fingernails right down the back. Body slam. Rose goes down. Knee drop, elbow drop rather. Nails Rose. Takes a count of 2. Not easy to put away. You've got to give credit where credit's due. Incidentally, don't be looking for Wiskowski to come running out of the crowd. Due to some action he performed Tuesday night, he is barred from the ring tonight. Wiskowski barred from the arena. Flying mare. Rose comes out. Knee drop. 1, 2. That is all. Chin lock from behind. Rick Martel with the hold. Rose trying to use Savage as a shield. Martel threw the punch and Rose caught it when Savage ducked. Rose wanting timeout. And of course, there are no timeouts. He checks underneath the ring. The apron is pulled away, seeing if he could find some kind of weapon, I'm sure. Rick Martel defending that Pacific Coast Heavyweight Championship. Rose trying to hide in the corner. Martel, at the urging of the crowd, goes in after him. Martel throws a left, then a right. Rose is in trouble. Best 2 out of 3 falls. No DQ. Remember that. They haven't pulled out the stoppers yet. Martel running into the corner. Martel got caught coming in the corner after Rose. Roundhouse left. Martel in trouble now. Rose. Cross-hand judo chop. Brings Martel out of the corner with a hip throw. Almost all the way across the ring. And a drop kick. Body press, 1, 2, and Martel kicks out of it. Count of 2. I think there's going to be a little side bet on the Tony Bourne match. We'll wait for that word. Front headlock by Buddy Rose.
8 minutes gone.
Martel getting up against it. Couple of judo chops. Another one. Martel takes Rose in the corner. Catches him with a shoulder throw as Rose comes back after him. Plants him with a drop kick and another. And up on top, spins him over. 1, 2. First ball, Martel. Well, we have one announcement to make to you. The National Wrestling Alliance is going to be selecting 4 wrestlers in 4 sections of the country. And they will be presented a special trophy as Wrestler of the Year. We're making this announcement tonight, and there should be a further announcement. There's a shot of the trophy. We'll tell you more about that later. And right now, the fellow I'm going to talk to next, we're going to ask you for extreme quiet. He has suffered a couple attacks recently to the throat, can hardly speak, and so he's going to be very soft-spoken. If you want to give him a nice round of applause to welcome him here, Roddy Piper. Rod, we know it's difficult for you to talk, and we appreciate you coming up. Just try to speak to us.
I'd like to say that what happened here last Tuesday night, I don't think had anything to do with wrestling, you know, and I think these guys here were just, I think that it's just that they can't beat us, you know, and they're trying kind of any tactics they can, and so they take, we won the belts there in the ring, and we become the America's tag team champions, the Northwest tag team champions, and then he goes and he takes himself a coat hanger and he puts it around my neck, and I want you to take a good look here. at what this geek's done to me, you know, and now I don't know exactly just what's going to happen now, because I don't know if I'm going to keep wrestling too much longer, because I seem to have some problems here with my throat, and I'm sorry. I'd like to say one thing though, you know, about this Wrestler of the Year. If it wasn't for Rick Martel coming down there, they handcuffed him to the side of the ring there, and these guys were choking me with this coat hanger, and if it wasn't for Rick Martel coming down there and saving my butt, man, I just might not be here today, man. And they're talking about having trophies of the year, and they're talking about having trophies for the best wrestler of the year. Well, let me tell you something. He's choking me down here, and I saw Rick Martel, and he come over and he covered me with his own body, and he let them hit himself just to protect me. And Rick Martel, I ain't never had nobody do that like before in my entire life. And I'd just like to say to you something, brother. I'd like to say to you that you're the damnedest best wrestler I ever seen. And if the trophy belongs to anybody for the best wrestler of the year, that this is yours, brother. And God bless you. And I love you for just leaving me here, man.
Roddy Piper. Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship on the line. Circling almost like boxers. Buddy Rose throwing out an open left hand as if it's for a jab. He takes Martel into the corner. Remember, no DQ. Buddy Rose, I think, suddenly has remembered that. Martel throwing another right hand in. Left hand to the midsection. Right in the small of the back. Double club blow. Small of the back. And again. On Rose by Martel. Rose in some trouble. Martel working on him. Backbreaker. Could be it. Could be two straight falls. One. Almost. Martel going for the suplex drop. Gets him in the air. Turns him and puts him down. 1, 2. Just able to flail kick him off. Rose in trouble. Martel near finishing him. He picked him up to body slam him and then had to put him back down. He couldn't hold the weight up in the air. Now Rose whipped into the corner, right in the small of the back again. Martel, the whip on Rose, and he is working. He is working to the small of the back on Rose. Catches him in a grapevine. The abdominal stretch. Rose refusing to give in so far. Savage is there asking him, you want to give it up? So far, Rose holding out. Grabs the referee's arm. Gets enough impetus to go down on the mat. And Martel drills a knee in to the base of the spine. Another knee drop. Body slam. Now he's trying to turn him over into a Boston Crab. You almost have to think it's all over if he gets it, and he does. Rose in a Boston Crab. Martel applying the action. Savage. He goes to the trunks. Savage rules. This is a face safe sign to say, remember, no disqualification. Martel has had it all his own way this fall. Watch out, Rose coming back. And he's lifted and suplex. Down on the mat. Covered with a body press. 1, 2. Flail kick. The arm coming down for the 3 count. But he got his shoulder up before the hand hit the blue mat. Whoa! Martel was dropped astride the top turnbuckle. And remember, there's no disqualification in this one, so it was legal, at least in this match. Rose saying, I got the good footwork. Let's do a little boxing. He missed a roundhouse right. Martel didn't. And Rose not having too good luck with the boxing. Whips. Went for the shoulder throw. Rose caught him with his head down. Grabbed the rope. Came up with the kick to put Martel down. This is for the championship, remember. Stop to the midsection. And now, along the side under the rib cage, grabbing at claw hold. Using the claw. Under the rib cage. If you can see the effect it's having on Martel. He's going after the mask. He's going after the mask. Trying to get the mask off, and he's got it. Nearly halfway. He's got that mask off, and it is dark hair underneath. It's not blonde hair. They're in the D-mask. Buddy Rose. Flying mare. Double foot stop to the midsection by Rose on Martel. Elbow right in the abdomen. 1, 2. Martel kicks out of it. Comes back to the breadbasket. Martel again. Then a roundhouse. Rick Martel, the French Rocket, coming in after the Playboy from Las Vegas. Flying foot stomp to the midsection. Double foot stomp. Paying him back. Rose gave him one of those just a minute or so ago. And he gets it again. Double foot stomp to the abdomen. You kids out there that like wrestling, don't try these things. Get some coaching. Learn your scientific wrestling. You could get hurt. Rose goes flying into the turnbuckle. He was going to try to take Martel in there. Martel stopped him up short. Now Martel makes the same mistake Rose made. He goes flying into the turnbuckles. Going for the backbreaker. Let's watch it. Now he wants to put him up on the top turnbuckle. A go behind, and Rose is dropped astride that top turnbuckle. 1, 2, and 3. Martel beat him with the same move he used to beat Martel. The crowd goes wild, delirious with joy. Rick Martel retains his crown in a no DQ match
and 16 seconds
against Buddy Rose.
Champion Rick Martel.
Rick Martel. Ed Wiskowski, Buddy Rose, Roddy Piper, and Rick Martel. And this is the Playboy.
4 years ago, August 1976, Playboy Buddy Rose made his first appearance here. 4 years later, I'm still here. I am going to make a special announcement. Wiskowski and myself ran the sheep herders out. We told you we'd run Piper and Martel out. Martel, you beat me fair and square with an old trick of mine. But are you ready for something fair and square that I'm going to ask for? I want next Saturday night, I want not just the town, but the whole Northwest. I want a loser league town with the man that's got all the belts, Rick Martel. Now, Rick Martel, will you accept a match like that with me? You've got all the belts. You and I, loser leave the Northwest because there's not enough room in the Northwest for you and I. Wiskowski, we'll do it any way you want. Martel, you beat me, right? Can you beat me again? Loser leave town next Saturday. I want it, Martel. Are all the little kiddies, can the girls believe it? Can the people believe it? Nobody's running me out of here.
Challenge of a loser leave town.
Introducing in this corner, 232 pounds from Pendleton, veteran Tough Tony Bourne. And Bourne brought his own rooting section from Milwaukee here this evening, 3 rows of them that came over here to root for Tony. His opponent in this corner, 238 pounds from Scotland, Roddy Piper.
This is a special match for him. He's got, I suppose 75, maybe 100 of his fans from his Milwaukee Elks Club. solar plexus punch. Tony trades blows, gets the worst of the trade. Son Matt Bourne, a big hit going over large, we understand, down in the North Carolina area. Piper with that throat that's hurting. But he came out, said he'd wrestle. Tough Tony Bourne. Lays it on Piper. He's through the ropes. Bourne going out of the ring after him. Taking Piper all the way into the crowd, into where the Elks are, slamming his head. Now going down to the midsection. Bourne working on Piper, and he's doing it.
Please get back to your seats.
Right in front of his Milwaukee fans, and they are in the crowd.
Get back to your seats, please.
Cameraman doing a good job, and director bringing you as much as we can. Now Piper comes roaring back. Takes a chair away from Bourne. Puts it on him. Watch out. He's coming through the crowd all the way to the ring. Throws him in the ring. And people should learn, should stay in their seats. They're going to get hurt if they don't. Body slam. Bourne on Piper. He's going for the atomic drop. He's used this literally thousands of times. And once in a while he misses it.
5 minutes gone.
1, 2. Flail kicks out of it. Back to the midsection. Piper whipped. Caught with that solar plexus punch. Goes down. 1, 2. Flail kicks out of it. Whip. And he just strung him right on the throat. I think he glanced off the chin, hit him in the throat. The last split second. Piper able to save himself from the pin. Watch out. Going for a victory roll. 1, 2, 3.
In 5 minutes and 52 seconds.
Tony Bourne.
The winner.
Put on one heck of a fight.
Roddy Piper.
Against one heck of a wrestler. A Piper coming out.
To present as the Wrestler of the Year for that area. And at this time, I take great pleasure, and there was 4 names in the selection process, but I take great pleasure in introducing to you the Wrestler of the Year on the Pacific Coast, Ricky Martel.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Don. For me, it's a great honor. It's a great honor, and I'm very, very pleased. And I know that if it wasn't for the people here, I wouldn't have this trophy. And
Buddy Rose is coming through the crowd.
It's a great honor. And I'd like to thank the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance.
You're the holder of all the belts now, the team belt, the Northwest Championship belt.
I've been here 4 years. That trophy should be mine.
Well, you didn't get it, so that's all there is to it.
That trophy.
You've been a credit ever since you've been here. Now cut it out.
Oh, the trophy down on the floor.
Rose,
Rose
You're going to
through the
replace
crowd.
that trophy, or you're going to be barred out of here. Ed Wiskowski isn't here tonight because he was barred out of the arena this week. And
Listen, don't fight him. I heard Rose earlier, and I'll tell you what, I have an idea. Would you people like to see Rose out of here? Well, hey, Mr. Owens, I have an idea, and I would like to talk to you about it.
all right, I'll be willing to talk. Let's go right now.
Talk to you about it.
Okay, as soon as I announce the next bout.
Well, you heard a challenge by Rose earlier.